Hello, welcome. My name is Laura. I am the CoinCap product manager, and I am here to introduce you to CoinCap version 2. If you guys have been using for CoinCap as long as I have, you'll have noticed some different changes in the last month. Our team has been working really hard to bring you brand new features, a brand new interface, and a better than ever CoinCap. Now, if you guys aren't familiar, CoinCap is a Shapeshift product. That's how I found out about CoinCap. I was on Shapeshift looking around, clicked on the page a little bit and found myself navigating through all these different assets. And I found that CoinCap was a great place to kind of explore different assets, to look at asset history, to see when were good times to buy and trade and sell, and really just kind of get a better understanding of cryptocurrency in general. It's been a crazy world that we live in, and so CoinCap makes it easier to understand everything that's happening in the markets, especially considering the markets never sleep. Neither does CoinCap. We're always showing real-time information. Now, as the CoinCap product manager, I have been listening to you guys to hear your feedback about our old site so that we can make this brand new site full of features ready for you. We're here to give you what you want as a trader, as a cryptocurrency fan, even as somebody who's brand new. So if you took a survey in the last few months, thank you. Thank you for all that information, and maybe you'll even see some of your feedback incorporated in the new site here. So let's take a look. All right, so here we are on CoinCap's homepage. I'm not really getting my mouse to move right now, but we'll just navigate through. So if you look at the top of the page, you'll see different tabs. We have coins, exchanges, charts, API, all these great features that we'll be looking into in a little bit. And oh, here we go, back in action. We also have our currency selector. So if you, maybe you don't trade in US dollars, maybe you want to see everything in Turkish lira, maybe you want to see euros, these are all alphabetical, so you'd find things like Great British Pound up here. Maybe you even like to see it in things like Bitcoin Cash. You want to see all of your values represented in a different cryptocurrency, maybe the currency that you're trading in. But for the sake of this demo, we're going to use some US dollars. Also going to be selecting English here. That's the language that I read, write, and speak. But some of you folks might have a number of languages that you are fluent in, and you can find them all here. So yep, we'll be looking at English. Oh, I gotta pop open a graph there. Let's put that away for now. Too distracting. You also have a little cursor here to search. You can look at some different assets. You can just type in a letter and it'll bring you some of the top selectors there. Also, settings. So one thing that we heard from you guys is some of you like dark mode. I love dark mode. Great for if you're on bed or in bed at night, scrolling through. You don't want to hurt your eyes. You don't want to wake up your partner or anything. And so it's nicer to have kind of a low light screen here. We're going to switch it back to light theme for now, a little more cheery, middle of the day. You also have an option here for flash price indicators. In our team, we call those blinkies because flash price indicators is a mouthful. But we heard from you guys that some of you like to see all that market activity, and some people think that maybe that's a little overwhelming. So you can turn it off. All of these prices here are going to update every single minute, so you'll never have bad or aging data. You'll always know that these prices are current. But let's turn those back on and we'll talk about blinkies for a little bit. So these are flashing as the prices change in the market real time. So these are what I call global average prices. What you see on this home screen is an aggregate of all the different exchanges. We consume all these different endpoints and APIs to help calculate the most accurate real-time price. So as people are buying and selling Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Tether, Stellar, all these different things, that data is being collected, consumed, and aggregated to show you these real-time prices. It's a volume-weighted average price, which means that every single Bitcoin sold carries the same weight. So if one exchange is doing a lot of Bitcoin sales and one exchange is doing a little, that exchange that has a lot of volume will actually have more effect on our global average price because they're just selling a lot more. So some different things that you can kind of see here. You got your market stats. You can see everything that we're collecting from 69 exchanges, 1,266 assets. But I really love to navigate through these columns here depending on what I'm looking for. So these are generally ranked, and that rank is right over here, and that's how it's sorted, so you can go up and down on rank. But I really like to sort by volume. So one thing that people talk a lot about in trading is liquidity. Now, liquidity is the ability to buy and sell an asset freely and not worry about that buy or sell affecting the global price, moving the price in one direction or another. So over here you can see that like Bitcoin has $2.3 billion of daily volume. Every single day there's $2.3 billion worth of Bitcoin being bought and sold on exchanges. That tells me that it's really easy to buy and sell Bitcoin without it moving the price too much. Now, if you click it again, you'll go from the bottom to the top. You'll see that some of these assets don't even have a penny of volume every day. So if I was holding these assets and wanting to sell them, if I sold it, it might actually move the price down. So the first unit I sell, maybe I'm not going to get the same price as the last unit because it's just kind of devaluing that asset as I'm selling it. Another thing that you might be interested in looking at is sorting by price. I think a lot of people like to think that Bitcoin is the most expensive asset, but you'd be wrong. 42 coin, you got $21,826 on 42 coin per coin, but there's only 42 of them, 42 coins. So if you bought one, there's 41 left out there to buy. So if you bought all of them, price times supply is market cap. You'll see the market cap there is $916,000. Bitcoin, you have a market cap of $111 billion. So that's why people talk about Bitcoin a lot more than 42 coin. And you'll see some different relationships between price and market cap all through this list. But let's go back to rank, see things in order of rank here. And let's dive a little deeper into Bitcoin. So I look at the price of Bitcoin every day. I'm always on this page checking out. This is just a one-day snapshot. What's happened in the last day? You have this graph here that tells you, some of the highs, 6,458. See that on the top of the graph here. Got the lows. It looks like the low is down here a little bit on Thursday. You also have a week that you can look at. So we were just looking at one day in time. Now we're looking at a whole week, and we can see that on Monday, the price shot up to $6,980. It's pretty crazy. But then it settled back down more at $6,500. You can kind of see, high, low, average. Average was $6,429. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. Right above $6,400 is kind of the average for the week. But maybe you want to look at the last year. Maybe you've only been watching Bitcoin for the last year. So this is everything that you've known as you've been watching it. But maybe you want to look at the whole history of it, back from July 17 of 2010, when you could buy Bitcoin for 5 cents. And then over here, you can go as high as $19,339. That was on Sunday, December 17. I don't know about you, but I remember that day when it hit 19,000, and it just blew my mind. It was so crazy. It's really fun to kind of look back at these charts and think about where you were in that time and what the price was and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to holler out and say, hey. I see Zofia Thatcher giving me a wave. Hey, what's up? Glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. So we're going to go a little farther down on this coin page. We're on Bitcoin right now, and we're seeing all the different markets where you can buy and sell Bitcoin. How much of the total Bitcoin market you're looking at, the volume on that market, and some different things. Oh, I got a heart from Laura. Hey, Laura. Us Laura's got to stick together. So we have all these different markets, and now I have US dollars on my selector here. Maybe that's what I'm using to purchase cryptocurrency. So I'm looking to buy Bitcoin with US dollars. So I'm looking down this list here, and I see that the highest volume is Bitfinex. We also have HitBTC here. Those are all Bitcoin US dollar markets. If I was looking at Tether, I have some other options. Japanese yen, you have different options for buying and selling. And you can see the price that they're trading at right now. So maybe I want to take a closer look at HitBTC. Maybe that's kind of tickling my fancy, and I want to see what else I can buy with US dollars on HitBTC. So I'm going here, and I'm seeing, USD Bitcoin top pair. They have 813 pairs. That's pretty cool. So if I decided to go on this exchange, clicking the website. Maybe I want to access this. It's going to take a little bit. Verifying, seeing that I'm cool. Maybe I want to register HitBTC. Really easy to do that straight from CoinCap. Check out what else they have to offer. Because yeah, I got US dollars. Maybe I want to get into EOS. Maybe I want some Zcash, Dash, Neo. Looks like I have a lot of options for my US dollars to take me somewhere on HitBTC. Another thing that I'm interested in looking at on this chart here is the status column. Now, I want to know that this data is up to date, because if it's 10, 15 minutes old, those prices might not be true anymore. So I'm seeing all of these are within a minute. After 15 minutes, you'll see that dot turn yellow. After an hour, you'll see it turn red. So you'll know what's up to date, what's not up to date. And that's really important if you're trading, to know it's accurate. So let's go on exchanges for a little bit. So we talked about HitBTC, and that was the number 6 in volume. These are all ranked by volume. You can see the top volume Binance. 15.92% of the crypto market is being traded on Binance right now. Pretty interesting. And that is a very recent statistic, updated 0 seconds ago. And you can just see different volume, what their top pair is. So, you know, like we were looking at HitBTC Bitfinex for US dollars. Oh, it looks like Altcoin, I can also buy USD Bitcoin. So maybe I'll look more into that exchange. And you can see all these different stats. Looks like I can also use Bitcoin to buy other assets on this exchange. And you want to know what something is? Oh, Qtum. Let's navigate to that page. Didn't know about that coin? Actually, I did. I think Qtum is a pretty cool coin. I'm interested in seeing what's being built on the Qtum blockchain right now. So maybe I want to invest in it. And so I'm going to look at all of these different exchanges that are all trading, you know, 380 on Altcoin. That's a pretty good price. 373 on Altcoin for US. That's some good prices right there. So maybe Altcoin is a good place for me to buy Bitcoin with dollars, and maybe even buy Qtum with Bitcoin or Qtum with dollars or whatnot. And I can even look at, you know, some of the history on Qtum to see how it's been trading and what the prices have been at. Looks like it might be a good time to buy Qtum. So a couple last things that we'll introduce you to here on CoinCap is charts. If you guys are familiar with TradingView, it's a really great library where you can see CoinCap data on different ways in these candle charts. So candle charts represent open, high, low, close are kind of the 4 data points that we talk about. So let's dig into that a little bit. This is a candle right here. This is a red candle. That means in this 15-minute increment, that's the increment here, it went from the open price of 6,594 to the close price of 6,565. Open to close went in a negative direction, the price went down, so that candle's red. And after that, the next 15-minute candle is green. It started at 65 and it ended at 74. That green candle moved up. And it's just a really great way to see kind of all the activity that happened in one little statistic. Looks a little bit different from your standard line chart, but overall is a pretty great way to visualize markets. And you can even change different increments. Maybe you want to look at every single minute of activity. Maybe you want to look at every single day. Maybe that's what you're more interested in. But you can even do some graph manipulations. I'm going to draw a line. Now, I'm not really one to draw lines on charts. I know a lot of friends who are big traders, and they have all these crazy ways that they try to predict markets. And so I'm gonna draw some lines to show you that you can draw lines. Maybe this isn't even the best line to draw, but maybe you'll do something like that, and it'll tell you the direction that things are moving in. Don't take my trading advice on this diagram here. Just know you got options when it comes to diagrams, lots of options. So let's even look at some different charts here. We're on Bitstamp right now. We can look at, let's see, I was looking at HitBTC before, so let's check out some of their stuff. They have all sorts of different coin pairs. Yeah, there's just a lot of things to look at here. So I really like to look at, I was at Bitstamp before, and the reason I was looking at that one is because Bitstamp has been around for a long time, and I love to look at weak candles, and you can see the whole history here. They've been around since 2012. and you can see where it was trading at, and even zoom into some of these and scroll around and kind of see where some of these candles were back in 2015. I just think that's super interesting. Last thing, API. If you guys are developers, check out our API docs. It's a great way to integrate CoinCap data into your platform. We can tell you all about prices and rates and exchanges, pretty much anything that you saw on the website here. You can get that data and integrate it into your website. So we have a question here from David D. David D, thanks for tuning in. Do you compete with CoinMarketCap and Live CoinWatch? What are the differences? So we provide a similar service. If you're looking for real-time pricing, you might be looking at a few different sites. CoinMarketCap is one of them. Live CoinWatch, I'm familiar with that one as well. Some things that are unique about CoinCap that we offer, these flash price updates. You always know that you're seeing real-time pricing on CoinCap because these are constantly being updated. We are super real time. I mean, there's no more real than these flash price updates going through. You can even see exactly how old the data is with these statuses. And you can see that some of them, maybe that one, maybe some things aren't updating all the time. Maybe we're waiting for a little information from Gate. But we just offer a really easy way to navigate through and see all these things, make it really easy for you guys to get the information that you need. The trading view charts, that's definitely something that is unique to CoinCap, just having really smart charting libraries. All the data is ours. This just offers you a really cool way to kind of interact with them and see what you're doing. Thanks for the encouragement to drama. Agbessi, I really appreciate it. I was nervous about that. I'm glad you noticed. I don't know if it was the best line to draw, but maybe you can draw a better line, take a screenshot, send it to us. Yeah, go on TradingView, take a screenshot of how you're predicting markets, maybe some of the tools that you're using. I don't even know some of these tools. They're crazy. Look at all the different things that you can do, all these different patterns. Have some fun, take a screenshot, send it to me. You go draw your lines. Any other questions for us? There might be some common questions. One of them over here is, how do I request getting a coin added to CoinCap? So the way that we add coins is we actually have to integrate an exchange that is trading that coin. So we can see real-time data of how that is being traded, what different coin pairs, what price, what volume. And once we have that exchange in our database, we can start tracking that coin. So if there's a coin that you're not seeing on the list, maybe you're searching here and you're typing something in, and you're like, oh no, that's not a real coin. It's not a real coin. But if it was a real coin and we didn't have it, you can just reach out to us and let us know what exchange that it's being traded on, and we'll try to add that exchange. Might not be immediate, but we're trying to add more and more exchanges to get more data, more assets, all that stuff. Another great place to look is coincap.zendesk.com. This is our help page.